It's like, hold on. I can't get it. Is it here? I think it's there. Okay. Oh, disastrous. All right, let me. I'm still gonna go lopsided. Oh. Thing is, these little things that I buy, I don't read the description. And my phone is like huge because I'm blind, and the little whatchamacallits, they don't whatchamacallit, they don't hold the phone. All right. So give me some time for some of you to come here. What I will be doing is go to my Etsy shop. What I'll be doing is the different things that come out in the video. I will put the time links below. That way you could just go to, you know, whatever it is that you are interested in. All right. Go to my Etsy shop. So I told Spirit, actually Spirit told me, that I wasn't going to talk about the whole situation with Etsy anymore. I do have another channel that's all about my vlogging and my business and my witchy stuff. So I will, you know, be sharing on Etsy there. But it won't be like the venting that I did for the couple days. I don't know if you noticed that I did have a video and then I kind of took it down. So no more Etsy. All right. That one's another language. Okay. So, hey, can you put my YouTube music in the background? Or can you pass me the remote control? I don't know where it's at. Say hi to my husband. He's getting all the goodies for me. I'm going to be sharing the principles, and we're going to be doing some new moon predictions because I've heard some radiant news about the new moon, which I'm excited about, and the full moon. The full moon is very radiant. Excuse my eyebrows. I just changed my hair. I'm very Raggedy Ann red, so something different. I'm a comedian. What can I tell you? That's like the side gig that I do. I do comedy. All right. So I have a list of the stuff that we're going to talk about. I want to share something with you guys about some waves. I love the waves, the energy of the water just flowing. It's so nice.
I think every woman should have a cure.
Let's get rid. All right, so I brewed my coffee, so we're gonna have coffee and chat with Spirit. I'm going to be talking about the energy of 2022, which I'm excited about. Okay, so a lot of us, we have been going through massive turmoil, right? That being said, not only are we in Mercury retrograde, which causes a lot of ripple effects in our lives, but the waves are a little loud, right? But we're also have six planets in retrograde, and that's going to cause a lot of different changes. When that happens, is that we need to make certain changes in our life. And when we don't, the universe is going to push us to make these changes no matter what. Okay. Now, I have prepared some amazing printables for my Patreons. So my Patreons, their boxes are on their way. Did I bring the little printables? I hope I did. I have a list of stuff. Hey! So, Samhain. Oh my god. Super excited about Samhain. So Samhain is almost, I don't know if you guys saw the Disney movie Coco, which, you know, in Mexican tradition, a lot of Hispanics, like in general, like South America, Caribbean, they celebrate the Day of the Dead, which is the day that they connect with their ancestors. So that energy, the veil is very thin, and we could communicate with our ancestors. We could ask. I love that movie too. I love this so much. It made me cry. So we could communicate and connect with our ancestors. So what I do is I have an altar already for my ancestors. I have my ancestor altar, I have my goddess altar, and then I have all the altars that I work for you guys. So I got a lot of altars. But the ancestor altar, I give them like little things like I'll brew Cuban coffee, because that's my background. And I'll brew Cuban coffee for my grandmothers and just connecting with them. So it's really nice to do that. And so the Day of the Dead, you usually like either you make something to eat or you do an offering like cakes and stuff, for your ancestors. Great time to kind of like connect with them, ask questions, the questions that you want answered, so I always say prepare for this, because it's always like you always hear, oh, I saw this, this angel, and when I got there, I knew of all these questions I wanted to ask, but when the angel's gonna answer my questions, I didn't know what to ask. So prepare, have your questions ready, and of course be open. Don't try to control it. Allow spirit to kind of share with you what they want to share with you. Now, you all know that I made this amazing the Make-A-Wish black cat oil. Super cool. So in Samhain, there is this beautiful ritual with Hecate. Hecate works a lot with the balance of the spiritual realm. So I'm doing a ritual. I'll be having the little kit. The kit is small. It's very simple, because all you need is a black candle. You need a really pretty purple cloth. I got all that. There's an incantation that you do, and a spell, a ritual. I don't know if I have the ritual up as a printable in my shop. I should check, right? Because that way I can list it below. But no matter what, I will have it in my shop soon, and I will have the little kit. And I'm going to do a video so you can see what it looks like. But this is a great way. Yeah, I don't see it. This is a great way for you to communicate with your ancestors through the energy of fire. It's like scrying through fire. It's very beautiful. So that's something that I wanted to share with you guys. And before we get into the, the predictions of this new moon and full moon, I don't know if I did that before, but Spirit's like, you need to share some stuff. So I wrote in the Patreon page, I said the Samhain blessings that I sent to my Moonbox Patreons. It says the energy of Samhain is to enhance your spirituality. You can use this candle to connect with your ancestors and spiritual guides. I created a Samhain candle. That is in the shop. I recommend writing a letter to your ancestors. I love working with the written energy. It's really, really powerful and magical. First, because people don't write anymore, so it makes it even more powerful. So connecting with your angels and your spiritual guides and your ancestors, this is a great way to kind of like find out your life purpose, questions that you might have. Whatever it is that you would like to know, this is perfect. Also, using the energy for intentions. Because when the veil is at its thinnest, that means you are a click away from, divine energy. So there's a lot of magic behind Samhain. Now, my Patreons got, what did they get? What did they get, Daisy? I can't even think anymore. I sent them a special prosperity ritual, but if you kill me now, I can't remember. I hope I wrote it down. You see me? I'm like everywhere. I'm pretty positive. It's such a pretty ritual. Where did I see it? Oh my God. I'm having a moment. Oh, yes. I just remember. I am in love with it. So many moons ago, this was in 2011. I didn't know who Lakshmi was. I didn't know anything of this beautiful, I think she's Hindu goddess. And it was like major moment in my life. It was right before like really launching my spiritual business and whatchamacallits. And I was at a Starbucks when this beautiful energy, and I could hear like coins, and I could hear like almost like the energy of money, and it was so beautiful. And right when I turn on my phone, I get a live stream from someone who starts to talk about the goddess Lakshmi. And she does this really, really beautiful meditation. So I did the meditation and then I forgot about it. And then I went, at that time I used to play the lottery. I don't do that anymore. There's reasons for that. But anyhow, I had like $50 and I went and I bought like a bunch of the dollar tickets. I literally bought the $50 in dollar tickets. And like when the tickets came out, I don't check it online or whatever. I actually go, which I remember there was people frustrated behind me because it was 50 tickets that they were checking. But I made like $500. And at that time I was like super duper broke, like so broke. And it was just like, oh my God, and then I remembered the little ritual that I did with Lakshmi. So Lakshmi is a beautiful energy of prosperity. And the ritual that we have with her, where is it? I don't want to I will put it as a printable in the shop too. But it's the day of Diwali, which is the energy of the new moon. Wait, this is not it. This is 2022. Focus, Daisy. This is 2021. I already got my 2022 almanac. So I'm just like everywhere. I'm going back and forth because I'm prepping already for 2022, which everybody should be. We have to be ahead of the game. Okay. So here it is. The new moon energy is it's called Diwali. So Diwali is the festival of lights. So, and then when you look at it, one of the goddesses that, at least like they talk about a lot of different goddesses to work through that day. The goddess that came through for me was Lakshmi. And right then and there, Spirit gave me a beautiful ritual. So we're going to be using a golden candle. I don't have it in front of me. I will be sharing the ritual here. And we'll be doing votives all around it. And of course, we're going to be writing a letter to Lakshmi so she could help us create prosperity and connect with the essence of prosperity. So it's quite lovely, all of these different energies. But I want to share with you all what's happening for this new moon. Now, I was talking to the different, some of my astrological friends. And then, of course, I was listening. You guys know I follow Pamela Georgelle. I'm always telling you guys, Pamela Georgelle and Sasha Banasai. I absolutely love these. I haven't been able to get a reading from Pamela because, hey, you said you sent me a message and I couldn't for the life of me find it. I looked everywhere. I put your name in. It doesn't work. So email me, silvermist1305@yahoo. That way I know what you wanted to know because I couldn't find it. So I couldn't get a reading from Pamela because she's booked for months. There's no way of connecting with her. Sasha Banasai is amazing. I always say that you should get your astrological chart every year so you kind of know what's going on. I will explain. So you remember I had my, oh my God, Etsy changed their stuff. I was freaking out. Mind you, I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I have multiple streams of income. I learned because back in 2015 when it was just Etsy and they did the same thing, I freaked out and I kind of lost my spiritual business. So it was starting over. And then that's when I started doing Orana. Anywho, that's the past. Today, I'm wiser, much older. So, that being said, when planets are in retrograde, is almost like it's learning. It's we're gonna see a lot of the past. That's why people freak out. I have some people that are doing love spells and oh my God, is Mercury retrograde gonna affect the love spell? Oh, heck yes, it is. You want to do love spells in Mercury retrograde. Why? What are the main aspects of love spells? Reconciliation. That is my number one love spell. They broke up with me. Everything's up in flames. I want him back. Okay, so you want to bring the past. So during Mercury retrograde, it is a great time for that re-energy, reconciliation, repurpose, reestablish. It's also a great time to dust out the closets, work on old projects, just everything and anything that you feel is kind of like a loose end. things that you need to work on, this is the energy for it. Now, beautiful Kayla asked me about a Mercury retrograde crystal. It's funny because I don't have it on today. I have two of them. I have this one. I don't know where my other one is. This one's like a stone, right? It is so pretty. It's got like a lot of, see how it crystallizes? It's, gosh, I forgot the name of it. It sounds almost like Formica, something Mica. La Mica, Formica, I don't know. Anywho, the reason I go to a crystal shop called Black Mineral Market, which is amazing. I think they have an online store, but they're legitimate. Like, their crystals are real. So I love this shop. And they have like these really pretty like branches, almost like trees, and then they hang all of the crystals just like this. So what I do is I'll go there and I'll just kind of like see what calls me, right? When you're like working with crystals, when you're working with crystals, you want them, no, it's not pyrite. It's like something mica. It's like flamica, lamica. I don't know. I could probably just Google it and find out. But you want to kind of allow the crystal to find you, because different crystals come to your life when you need them, right? Or mica crystals. Let's see. No, I would have to find out, and I always forget. This is, my daughter might know. All right, so I will find out. Because so this one's supposed to give you kind of like patience around people. Like, I work with the public, right? I work with a lot of you guys, and sometimes, you know, it gets frustrating because it becomes overwhelming, especially like times like Mercury retrograde hit and stuff like that, and it's like, oh my god, I'm just one person, and you know, people don't understand. So wearing this, especially like when you're driving long distances with all the chaos in the driving, or if you're working and the people are like kind of negative at work, anytime that you feel, you know, this is great to wear. I promise that I will find it and I will link it below. There's the other one that I got, because this is more like a stone one. Looks like layers, almost like fish scales. Let me see if I write that. Because sometimes you'll Google it and they'll be like, yeah. Fish scales. It flakes off like fish scales. See, they're calling, this one's kind of like a quartz. Oh, and I'm telling you, it's like Lamica or something. It's, oh. This one says it's a calcite. I don't know. Anyways, it's not showing it. So when you go through Mercury retrograde, you want to have, like, don't wear Moldavite. You don't want to wear Moldavite during Mercury retrograde. Another thing that I do is I will freeze Mercury retrograde. So just like I do a regular freezing, I will freeze Mercury retrograde. So, you know, like I said, you grab your little bottle, you'll write Mercury retrograde and all of its crap, and you freeze it. Now, Spirit told me not to freeze Mercury retrograde this time because I needed to go through this so I can make the changes that I need to make, you know, to better enhance my life. I should open this up, and then that way we could get into the moons. Talk about the moons. Alright. Don't want to. Perfect. Okay. Oh, see, like some of the stuff. Okay, so for protection, believe it or not, clear quartz. I have. Also, I got them in the black mineral market. It's like it's a sphere, so it's like a circle. So it's infinite energy, and they're all clear quartz with points. Clear quartz, it is the best um, crystal to protect yourself. A lot of people won't believe that, but I've used it personally. That's how I know that it works. I have, you know, here's another clear quartz. I always have on clear quartz. I will wear different crystals for different energies. I also have citron, and this is with kind of a crescent energy, citron point, Here's the thing. I worked for Aranum, right? And in Aranum, it was me like this for hours. Yes, people will take your energy. Readings take your energies, which humans do not understand that. Humans think that you could just do readings and readings and readings and readings. It does not work that way. And for me personally, I have to be in a high vibrational energy. I can't just like, hey, I need a reading, do it now. If you want that, like now I do an offering, like if they want a reading now, they literally, you have to pay for it, because it is, sometimes you're drained and you're doing like a million readings and no one understands. That's why I say, from 1 to 2 weeks, because it all depends on the energy and how I am feeling, because I work with a lot of energies. Now, spiritual attacks. I work with Archangel Michael. So one thing that I learned in my many, many years of doing what I do is, if we are constantly thinking, oh, sorry, let me do this. How do I turn off? If we're constantly thinking that people are sending negativity to us, which they are, like I said, I do a lot of spiritual work for people, and sometimes not everybody is happy, and you'll have people that will lash out on you. You'll have people that send you negativity through YouTube. I've had a lot of haters. So what you do is, I do the freezings and I do Archangel Michael, and what I do is my home, I create a vortex. So how do I create a vortex? Well, I make a pyramid organize, and I have them in the 4 corners of my house, and then I add black tourmaline. Pyrite is great, believe it or not. Pyrite is for prosperity, but it's also great for protection and creating a very positive energy. After a certain amount of time, I will get the crystals. I will put them in the sun and moon energy to be cleansed, cleared, and recharged, and then put them back again. I also do, I worked with the Sacred Cross, so I will do Sacred Cross energy. So just a lot of little things that I've learned along the way. Fresh flowers. I always have fresh flowers in my home. A working altar with your spiritual guides that will protect you. So there's a lot of energy. I mean, I've had spiritual guides come to me and be like, somebody send you some bad voodoo, and I send it right back. And I'm just like, really? It's like, did you feel it? I was like, no, I didn't feel anything. It was because I got you. Like, I talk to my spiritual guides like that, like we're buddies. Like, I get along more with my spiritual guides than I do with humans. So you cannot allow fear to sabotage your purpose and the things that you want to do in life. I'm always like, go for it, do it. You're gonna, yeah. Are you gonna have your days? Yeah, I have days that I've done. I mean, you guys know, I was doing a video. How did it go, Daisy? I don't remember if I was doing a live. I remember doing the video and hearing this smash, like a big explosion. And I was like, did you guys hear that? Like, in the video, I was like, did you guys hear that? And then I paused the video and I go over there. My husband's freaking out because he's like, I don't know what happened. The glass exploded. That was a spell. Mind you, I never leave my spells unattended. Never, ever. My husband was in the living room. And the flame was like, it was almost done. When we do spells, there's so much energy. And then especially when, I do a lot of healing over my people. So a lot of healing, and sometimes, it's a lot of energy. So it's not like an often thing. I remember right after that, I had to do a huge saging in the house because Spirit was like, Daisy, this person was like, shh. And then I messaged them. I was like, what's going on? Like, what happened? What is, and they told me about the turmoil they were going in. A lot of people are afraid to tell you what they're going through because they don't want you to judge them, And, I have to like explain to them, I don't judge. I'm not here to judge. I don't believe in judging, look what they're doing. I believe in opinions. I'm a complainer, that's my flaw, but I don't really like judge people, it's not who I am. So do it. Don't just do it. Now, let's get into the new moon part. I always call Archangel Michael. I always have incense, candles. You could do a saging, Palo Santo, saging, incense, I have, this is, I think, is some kind of like cedar, believe it or not, eucalyptus. I will hang, smells so good. I will hang, see, this is me right here. Look at all of the things that I have around me. I have eucalyptus, I have my cedar. Here is beautiful sage with dry citrus, roses, and cinnamon. Like, these are amazing things. Look at this huge chunk of carnelian. I'm always surrounded, by my crystals, and then I'm getting them bigger. As I progress, as my prosperity becomes more, then I get bigger. I have a huge amethyst that I don't share. And that's another thing. Spirit has shown me that there's certain things that you don't share. You don't share your altar. Like, I see a lot of people that post their altars online, and I think it's wonderful, so pretty. And the first one is like, oh my God, it's so pretty. Spirit tells me, Daisy, no, you don't share. You don't share your altars. That's for you. So love spells. When I do love spells or any spiritual work, I always say on your behalf. Okay? A lot of people freak out about karmic issues and all of that. But example, when I do my Venus, I can't show you because I don't have it in front of me. But when I do like Venus energy, right? A lot of love spells. I work with the goddess of love. I am now asking my clients to send me letters. Dear Goddess of Love Venus, or Dear Venus, however they want to word it. I'm truly happy and grateful. You want to show gratitude over Venus. You want to share with her that that she, is working on your behalf, that you trust her, that you have faith in her, right? And then they share their name and their beloved's name and whatever they're, want Venus to manifest for them. When I'm doing like the petition, I will write, Dear Venus, on behalf, meaning I'm not asking for this. I'm asking on behalf of so-and-so. They would like, they want, they're grateful for. So, because you want to use power words. That's what a lot of people don't don't understand. You can't say, I hope, or I wish. You have to say, I want, I declare, I am grateful. These are power words that you are umping that you're going to receive it, right? You can't be like, So it's always on their behalf. Of course, I learned this through Spirit. Nobody really taught me. I'm a crone. I've been doing this for decades. So you're going to learn. Don't second guess yourself. Follow your intuition. Definitely don't go to witch talk. Oh my God. See, you did it too. You stopped sharing yours. I don't share mine. Even when people come over, my altar is like, it's in my living area because it's my sacred area. But it's kind of facing a certain way that unless they go in there, they're not. It is, and they're sharing stuff that people, let me tell you, they're letting a lot of darkness loose with some of the stuff they're doing. All right, let's get into our questions for the moon energy. I even saw, because I have TikTok, hello, for my business. But I saw one that this girl is like, how to steal someone's beauty, how to steal someone's prosperity. And I'm just like, and mind you, they're, and I don't know how old you are, but they're young. They're little children, It's like, oh man, go ahead. Go try to steal somebody's prosperity and their beauty and see what's going to happen to you. All right, beautiful, beautiful angels of light, angels of the moon, angels of the stars. We are here in this beautiful energy to see what is coming for this new moon magic that we are feeling, for this new moon energy that we are undergoing. And we understand all of these changes, all of these realizations, all of these messages that we are receiving. We are open to your interpretation, your guidance. We are here to hear, to listen. We ask that you send this very simply so we could comprehend in our physical form. Okay. I don't make this shit up. 62. You look wonderful. That's amazing. I'm barely 50 and I'm just like, Oh, that's beautiful. That's amazing. And a Libra, shine on. This new moon is yours. Like, oh, that's another thing. I'm so glad. You see how everything's synchronized? I'm glad that you shared that. So, I've been teaching my Patreons because I found out a couple months ago that we are all born with our star. So it's very like Disney, wish upon a star, yada, yada, yada. Our stars are gifted to us the day that we are born, right? And it is our kind of like where we bring in our intentions and our desires. And the best time to set your intentions is at midnight, the day of your birthday. So if your birthday is 10/10, what you want to do is on 10/9 at midnight, turn on a candle for yourself. If you want to create a little birthday cake and offer some to your ancestors, and set your intentions. I would do them in gratitude form. I am happy and grateful now that I've manifested, my business or my love life or whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. Your birthday is the most beautiful because that is your New Year's. We all have our own special New Year's, and that is our New Year's. And that's when we work with the energy of the star. So, new moon energy is a lot of letting go. Remember what I shared with, in all my talking. So, in all seriousness, this energy has been, wow, intense. Like I said, with me, it was the whole Etsy thing. I mean, Spirit has been telling me a long time that I need to work on my website, I need to work on my books, and I need to be here with you guys, more often. So, of course, I could build my channel and, all of that good stuff. Now, what am I letting go? I'm letting go because my home already is too small for my work. So, I'm kind of doesn't mean that I'm moving in the next week. It means that I'm putting that in motion. I'm setting that intention towards, okay, I need to find a bigger place, taking my time to kind of like see where I want to be. What kind of home do I want? Get back into my garden. You know about my garden, Diana. You know how I used to love my garden, my fairy garden. And I mean, that was like, I love that. And getting back out there. So, because, since COVID, I've been kind of very indoors. So, of course, I've gained weight and all that nonsense. Oh, well, happy birthday. You turned 39. That's amazing. Oh, I miss my fairy garden so much. So that is what this new moon energy is. It's about us letting go of the past because it's no longer serving us. And a lot of us can't handle it, especially those that are in relationships and we just broke up, because I'm getting a lot of people that are like, please get them back for me. Bring back my beloved. And you know, and I always, when people want, sometimes they don't tell me. Sometimes they'll want the spell and they'll tell me, I want a committed, loving relationship, right? So I'm thinking they are in a relationship, right? Because if you're coming to me and you're like, oh, I want commitment, then I'm thinking you're in a relationship, and then Spirit will be like, she hasn't seen that man for 6 months. So then I'm like, hey, by the way, are you with this person? And I'll be like, no, I haven't been with them for I don't know how long, and I don't talk to them. And I was like, well, you actually need to, a reconciliation. And then I recommend actual reading to see what's going on. Because if the man moved to Jamaica and he's in another relationship, I don't do black magic. So yeah, so it's a lot of like a waste of time, because people, they don't want to let go. Humans, we don't like change. We might say that we want this, that, and the other, but the truth is that we get stuck in our own kind of like, going, this is the pace, this is what I want. So this new moon energy is about letting it all go, and then if we look at the radiance, we see a lot of nature. I also see the hummingbirds. So the hummingbirds work a click away. If you notice, the hummingbirds is about time standing still. So I feel like they're also saying that time is moving too fast. So you need to prioritize and organize yourself. Something that I have been doing is working with bismuth. I don't have it in front of me because mine fell off of mine. So bismuth is a metalloid. And I've been talking about this since 2010. I think that's the first time that I came in contact with the energy of bismuth. It is so amazing because it kind of like helps me prioritize, takes away procrastination, and gives me enough time. It's almost like it creates like a time lapse for me to be able to finish like all my projects at a beautiful time frame. I love that. Of your DM. What is DM? Can't you tell I'm so old? I don't even know. When you guys do all those little, I have a reader who she will do all those little whatevers, and I have to be like, in the beginning I used to be like really like embarrassed by it because I'm just like, oh my God, how do I not know this? So I'll ask my daughter, but sometimes I'm in the middle of a reading and I can't be like asking my daughter what, DM stands for. So this energy of the new moon, believe it or not, is going to last for 2 to 4 weeks. So anything that you start, especially decluttering, letting go, releasing, cleansing, clearing, donations. A lot of people are like, I want a new dress, or I want a new car, or I want this, or I want that. But yet they're holding on to the clunkers. They're holding on to all of that old clothes that they don't even wear, I'm going to wear it next year, or I'm going to lose weight so I can wear that, like you want to like once. I did that for many years too, because I had certain things that I was like, oh, when I lose weight, I'm going to, wear this. Or I would buy an outfit, a lose weight outfit. I'm going to get into that. And it works for some people, but for me, that never worked. That just never worked. So then what I did was that when I did lose the weight, I would go buy the outfit, and then all the stuff in the closet that didn't fit me or whatever, I either donated or, you have Poshmark that you can make extra money from. Like, get rid of the stuff. Because what happens is when we get rid of all of this stuff, you could, like, new things come in. All divine masculine. Okay. You know, it's a mission. It's a mission to let go, you know, things that we love in our lives. Awakening. There's a lot of awakening during this new moon. And it's super funny because I think it was Sasha Bonasai expressed that. Like, he said that we were going to be receiving a lot of spiritual messages. I'm a very synchronized person. I've been saying that I'm going to bring out my James Redfield so we could start doing that, especially now that we're doing our lives. If you want to learn how to work with divine synchronicity, I will be working with that and I will be teaching it. Awakening. So we're going to have 2 to 9 weeks that you need to pay attention to the signs. Signs could come in any form. Dreams. This, you hearing me, you know, chat. Like I said, I watch other YouTube videos, or I'm on the computer, or I'm Instagram with other like-minded people. And that's another thing. Surround yourself with like-minded people. The reason I like Instagram over Witch Talk is because in Instagram, I could be picky. If I don't like your garbage, I will unfollow you. TikTok is more like they think you like something, so they'll send it to you. And YouTube kind of does the same thing. But still, I could, in YouTube, I could be like, I'm not interested. You know, sometimes they'll even ask you like, why didn't you like it or whatnot, you know? So, ancestral energy, think about it. We are working with our ancestors in the month of October. Really important. If you guys don't do any rituals this month and you only do one, Samhain, the energy of October 31st. Please connect with your ancestors. A lot of the things that you have been wanting to know, they are going to share with you. They're going to bring you a lot of insights, and I will be sharing the Hecate ritual. I'll be doing that really soon. And then I'll be doing the Lakshmi one too, because I'm trying to get all those kits going. I just want to confirm over what this stands for. Explain in more detail what you want to share with me. They are also saying to pay attention to your reflection. I don't know if a lot of you guys go to the mirror and stuff like that, but pay attention to yourself. Like me, when I made the radical change of making my hair raggedy and red. Create those changes that reflect your image. I'm a very flamboyant, quirky, like you can see me coming. I'm very fluorescent. I like flowers in my hair. I wear hats. I'll be sharing some of that type of me in my vlog, so get ready. My shoes are very bright. You know, my clothes, you know, the t-shirts that I wear, I like that. I mean, I do have, like, I'll wear pretty dresses and stuff like that. I have different, I love vintage, you know. So be who you are. I'm getting to reflect your image. Like, don't be what others want you to be. Don't be the style, you know, the magazine. Be you, you know. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your body. Enjoy, you know, just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because when we live in our integrity, when we live in our truth, just life just flows easier. You know, when we're trying to be someone else, we're not happy, you know. So in order for you to be happy, it's not about finding your happiness in your beloved or in a friend or in the sitcom that you watch. It's finding your happiness inside of you. Because if you're looking for your happiness in a relationship, and I'm not going to say that, I'm not saying that relationships won't make you happy. They do, but you don't want to put your happiness in a relationship. A lot of the situations that I see with relationships in my many years of working with love lives is that they're not happy unless they're with their beloved. And if their beloved goes and does something on the weekend or with friends, they're fretting and freaking out because, oh my God, they're not spending time with me. They're with their buddies. So what you could do is make a girlfriend time or a time with the boys, because I also work with some guys, mostly women, 98.9% women, but I do get some guys too. You know, it's all about being ourselves, living in our integrity, in our truth, and you're going to see a lot of that during this new moon energy, a lot of realizations. Also saying to work with your heart chakras. Our heart chakra is great for, of course, our love lives, but also for manifesting. If we feel the love for what we desire in our heart, we master the energy of manifesting. We become universal co-creator super masters. And that is what you want. You want to be able to say, I want this, and then feel the energies. See this energy in your heart and go for it. It's quite beautiful. See how I got the reflection, and then I got the confront. Like, confront yourself. You know, like with me, you know, Spirit will sometimes tell me, you shouldn't do this. You know, you shouldn't you shouldn't complain about Etsy. Take down that video. You know, so Spirit will tell us, you know, certain things, and we have to pay attention to them, you know, because this is to better us. We have to accept that positive criticism, you know, because even if at the moment you're just like, no, I didn't do that. You know, it's really, really important. Can I get a free pack? I don't get that. All right. After the new moon ritual reading, I'll be doing cards. I think that, I'm guessing that's what you meant, Renato. So this energy has made us very feel like very helpless and hopeless, like, oh my God, I'm melting, I'm never gonna get out of this, you know. And I always tell, you know, a lot of you, think of a storm. It has to come to its closing. You know that the next day the sun's gonna rise or a rainbow's gonna come out. There is always light at the end of that chaos. So this energy is only gonna last a few weeks. So you need to make the best of it. And this is why it tells you to confront what is wrong, confront the changes that you need to make, take actions by writing them down, prioritizing, and you know, I love calendars because I love to be able to say, I thought it was super funny because my husband today tells me, he's like, oh, I have a stack of papers over there. You could use them to write like the things that you have to do. And I guess he doesn't because I don't know if it's a guy thing. I'm not criticizing that. But I guess he doesn't notice that I have like 3 different agendas. I have one for like my client work. I have one for creative endeavors. And then I have one for like appointments and bills and stuff like that, right? And not to mention that I have like little notes that that I'll write. Oh, I got an idea. Write it down. I have a chalkboard that I have ideas or, okay, I did a lot of work today. Let's leave this for tomorrow. So then I'll write tomorrow, do this and that and the other, you know. Or if I'm running out of certain oils, oh my God, you have to make these oils. So, you know, it's about doing things as a schedule, you know, as an appointment, you know. Don't overwhelm yourself, because I feel like when we see things as the big picture and we don't actually break it down, it becomes overwhelming, and that's why you don't finish or you don't even start, because it's like, oh, that's just gonna take too long. All right, let me see, what cards are we going to use for you? I like these, so we might use. So these are the Oracle of the Energies. I love Colette's. She has quite a few cards. Like, these are hers too. My daughter gave me these. Absolutely love her cards. So let's start with you, Diane. You've been here for a while. The doll's on its way. I think it just left either last night or today, so probably like today. So it's on its way. The spell has been cast. The thing with the dolls, I have a video for the dolls. I think you could look back to see the shares on the dolls, and it's magic. But it's on its way. It's got all its energy. Which, let me tell you, he was stubborn. Very stubborn, man. Very stubborn. All right. God, Holy Spirit, Jesus, Jesus, we're here with Diane. What would you like to share with Diane? What would you like to share? Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Oh, aren't we all synchronized? They're always talking to us. You saw that? That's for you. Letting go. Letting go. And let's see if I see something. Let's see if I see something. Okay, I see. So there's going to be a lot of revelation because you've been around a lot of lies. So these could be people that have been like lying to you, keeping you in the dark. They're calling it tall tales. So it's almost like they've been expressing lies. And Spirit is saying that like you kind of like you're aware that they're not being honest with you. So they are like the energy is going to expose them, which is what Mercury retrograde does. And I feel like that's why a lot of people go through this chaotic energy, is because Mercury retrograde and having 6 planets in retrograde exposes a lot. I don't have to tell you, just turn on the news. Everything's exposed, everything. There's nothing we don't know. So what Spirit is recommending is that you let go. If this is a person, I would put them on the back burner for a little while because they're bringing a lot of negative over you. Okay. Do you want to know something? You want to ask them a question? I'll give you time to ask questions. Okay, I'm gonna cry. What were we talking about earlier when you expressed your birthday? What were we talking about? See, I do readings for myself and this happens. I'm like really overwhelmed right now. Like I could cry. Because it's like, it's no joke. It's like working with Spirit is so beautiful. I mean, that even at the moments that they tell me stuff that is just like overwhelming, I know. Let's ask about your own place. Okay. She will be in her own place next year. Okay, I'm seeing that you need to work. I'm gonna guess it's your credit that they're showing me. That you need to work on that. So you could get, because the thing is that they're trying to overcharge you. I don't know if you're buying a new home. They're also telling me to take your time, that it's good you're doing it next year, because there's going to be, and get ready people, there's going to be a huge market crash, a humongous market crash. So when that happens, it's a great time to buy a house or property and stuff like that, because it's when all the prices will pivot, okay? But let me see if I can get some confirmation. I want confirmation. Let's see, if they don't give it to me, I will grab my other deck. Are you moving far? Because I see some kind of travel. And then they're saying that you need to work on quieting the mind. So something that I used to do, and I talk about this all the time. What do women do? A lot of dishes. And it was something about doing dishes that would bring in that negative monkey mind. It was all of the things that, oh, I should have said that to them because they were so mean and they cut me off, and what if I should have said that? And so quieting the monkey mind when those negative thoughts come into, I tell spirit, I literally gave my angels permission to do something to kind of bring me out of that zombie negative mind state. So in the beginning, I would drop something or they would throw something at me. It was like, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, But it takes kind of like programming yourself. So what I do now is when I feel like, especially when I'm doing dishes and stuff like that, when our mind wanders, because hello, you're in the kitchen, you're doing dishes, you're cooking, is either I'll put on some like really spiritual music, or I would do affirmations, I'm wonderful, I am beautiful, I'm healthy, I'm radiant. Or I'll do prayers, I'll do a lot of like different things. Now that doesn't happen anymore. It took me months and months and months of reprogramming to quiet the monkey mind. So anytime that you feel those negative thoughts, coming in, because I feel like around you there's chaos and like the people that have hurt you, and you're very sweet and sensitive, and I feel like they take advantage of that. All right, but I want confirmation that you're moving by next year. I have a ritual for you. Okay, this is what you're going to do. So the thing is that you need to let go a lot. So you need to get in that house and throw everything out, donate everything. I would do like a moving sale. Spirit says that you need to put the steps into action. You need to do the energy. A lot of the reasons you don't manifest in the rapid energy that you should be manifesting, because from what I'm seeing is that you have the energy within you, is the whole feeling. It's almost like sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think this is gonna happen, or it doesn't happen for me, and we get frustrated. I went through that too. We all go through that. Even now I have my moments that I'm like, oh, this didn't do it, this hasn't manifested. So they're telling you need to release everything. Now here's your ritual. You're going to write a letter to where you're living. So for example, I had a certain house that I used to live in. We used to call it a name. It had a name. It had a name. So dear, the name of the house. In your case, you could put dear home that I live in now, or your address. Be grateful. I'm super happy and grateful for everything that you have provided. I've spent a lot of happiness here. I've had a lot of learning experiences, but it's time to say goodbye. I am ready to let you go and open the door to my new home. Okay? Well, on the 20th of October, it is a beautiful, radiant full moon in Aries. You want to take this letter and burn it. Okay? And then you want to take all those ashes and throw them outside and release them. Let them go. This is going to help you open the doors for your new home. Because you are saying that, are you going to be living, but I don't see the new home. So either you're not shopping for it yet. From what Spirit is showing me, you need to do an action plan. Start gathering a list of the places that you want to live in, or homes that you want, wherever it is that you want to live. But I also see, like, I don't know why, that's what you said, no, you don't think so. But I see like maybe they want you to change your surroundings. I don't know if maybe you're close to family and maybe that's why you don't want to. But I feel like, because they're showing me that you have like this kind of connection with another place. I don't know if it's fear that's holding you back or what it is, but I'm seeing somewhere, and I'm seeing water. So I don't know if this is close to maybe water or lake, or maybe that's something that you might want. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. Right. Lelani, are you here? I want to make sure you're here. Okay. welcome. This divine masculine that you're talking about, he's causing a ruckus in your life. He is causing a ruckus, and let me tell you, the thing is, here's the thing, he's not a bad person, okay, but I feel like he's stuck, right? Because you guys had some kind of sacred connection. So I don't know if maybe you've talked about marriage or taking that next step. But then I'm also seeing that you need to heal your heart, because I feel like your life, I feel like you're awakening to a certain purpose that you want to achieve. And you feel, or the energy is telling you, that he's kind of like setting you back. And you have connections with healing the earth. I don't know if you do that, but a lot of your energy, like if you, let's first say, like if you do like healings with community and people and stuff like that to kind of like heal, which is great, because let me tell you, our earth is in turmoil. So anyone that's being called to heal and work over the land is really, really great. But I see you holding your heart. There's a lot, you know, it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say pain, but I do see kind of some anguish, some hurt, some, you know, sadness. See, that's not fair. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to you, because you're progressing. You know, you want to. It's about onward. It's about forward motion. Okay? I'm not making this up. Look at this. Look at this. This is you with the connection of the world. Look at this. It's incredible. What is it that you do? I want to know. Fill me in. Because they're literally saying that you need to work over the land. What do you feel your purpose is? A document auditor. Okay. I have no idea what CNN is. I'm so sorry. Oh. Don't quit my day job, right? Okay. But you want, because when we started talking, you were talking about that you would love to do the whole tarot thing, you know? And then you're just like, okay, so, okay, here's a perfect example. Many, many moons ago, when I first started, you know, doing my work professionally as my career, right, as my purpose, I came across, and I had my angel cards. I had, because in the 90s, this stuff did not exist in the 90s. I will tell you that. It was either tarots, like, you know, the writer tarots and all that, but there weren't oracle cards. There weren't a lot of angel cards, all certified nerds. So you're a healer. You're already a healer. There's the first light. So I went to a shop, and there was Doreen Virtue's romance cards. Mind you, I was married. So I was in a good place with my husband. It wasn't like I wanted a reading of romance, but my angels were like, you need to buy that deck. And I was just like, it didn't even call my attention. I didn't even like the deck. I was like, hey, Spirit says I got to do it. So I did it. So I bought it. Like almost 6 to 7 months later, mind you, I got the cards. I didn't know why Spirit told me to get them. They were gathering dust somewhere in the corner. When I started to do readings, and I was using my angel cards. But then what did my clients want? They didn't want to know about their spirituality and their purposes and their businesses. They wanted to know about Joe or Sally or Molly or their friend. You know, does he love me? Does he not love me? Is he going to call me? Is he not going to call me? Like, that was like what I was surrounded with. And there my angels are like, Daisy, you have the romance cards. Use those. And it was just like, it was an opening to, that energy. So from what I'm seeing here, Spirit is telling you need to pay attention because things are going to be shown to you. Okay? I'm still working on manifesting with the angels. I'm only on day 7. I'm so sorry. Or day 9. This is a great book to connect with your angels. I'm going to show you. And I do this with you guys all the time. Show me something for Lilene. Show me something for Lilene. Show me for Lilene. Show me for Lilene. Day 26. It says, abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into. Dr. Wayne Dyer. It says, wow, the energy of the 26. Today you're going to meditate. You're going to resonate with your emotions. Today is all about the energy of emotions. What are you feeling? What are you going through? Allow yourself to feel because you hold back. You don't allow your emotions to flow. It is okay to cry. It is okay. It's okay to be angry. It is okay to speak your truth. Archangel Jeremiah says to you, look how far you have come from. Look how you should be so proud of yourself because see all that you have accomplished. Bask in yourself, in the feeling of what you have achieved. Resolve to heal your life from this moment on. It is time to heal. You are a healer. It says make a habit tuning into the higher vibration when anything is unbalanced in your life, and it will slowly start to dissolve. Today, you will go ahead and you will be honest with your emotions. Don't hold them back anymore. You're going to express the energy of what you're feeling because these emotions are your spiritual messages. These are your energy expressing to you what you need to take care of. Day 26. So, from what Spirit shows with these messages, I was going to start streaming, gaming, and also tarot on Twitch. That is super cute. Do it. Do it. And from what they're sharing, I feel like they are saying to express your emotions. Okay. I talked about this in one of my other videos. Emotions need to be expressed, Sometimes, like for me, like I'm not a big crier. So like, and especially like if my family sees me crying, they all freak out. They think I'm just going to die or something. So, sometimes I will read something and I will share my feelings, or I'll do a certain meditation to make those energies flow. You need to allow your emotions to flow. I mean, you might have to let it all go, like I will recommend, like if you want to know more about him, to get a love reading. I have those in my Etsy shop. So, do more connection. We'll ask Spirit about your beloved if that's what's occurring. You're welcome. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more. I think I only had to day 9 of that book and it's 30 days. But that book, what it does, it kind of like breaks down your walls and you connect with angels. So you could release, anything, that's holding you back. It's about setting a major intention. Like for you, Diana, would be your home, your move, I'll link it in the thing. It's called Manifesting with Your Angels Journal. I'll link it here for you. But I should have up to day 9, and then I'm working on the rest of the days. Here it is. All right. I don't know if it shows up as a link. Okay, it does show up as a link. Thank you. Well, I'll put it. Hey Jay, you got the book too? I have to catch up. I have to catch up on days. That's, you know, my thing was September. I was going to do the whole thing, and then it's like a million things that you try to work up all at the same time, which is crazy. It's like, it's nuts. Oh, but I don't have the book on Etsy. The Manifesting with the Angels is on Amazon. All right. I'm going in order. Don't worry, guys. I won't forget you guys. I promise. I'm looking to see. Starseed, are you still here? Starseed. And then I'll do you, Jay, okay? So don't go nowhere. You love it? I love that. I sleep to that. So don't go anywhere, Jay. Let me see if Starseed is still here. So I'm trying to do everybody by how they came in. And we're having coffee. We've already been here for an hour and 11 minutes. 111, the energy of manifesting. You bought some goodies from my Etsy shop. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'm trying to be here every week with you guys. And this is fun because we talk to spirit. We found out about what's going on. Like, it's super funny because the new moon is generally for setting intentions, right? And what I find that this energy of the new moon is about us like cleaning up. Like, spirit is like, damn, you can't be vlogging with that mess you have out there. So I'm just like, okay. All right, so I don't think Starseed's here. So we'll do you, Jay, okay? And then if Starseed comes back, then we'll do her. Okay, so let's see what spirit has to share with you. And I think you might have sent a question. I'll look back to see what you asked. They're throwing cards at me, Jay. Beautiful. I like that. You're trying to manifest something lovely. Oh my God, they're throwing cards at me. They're like, nope, that one too. Okay. You have to pay attention, okay? It just got dark on me. Thank you, Lilani. Thank you. Because you have the Midas touch right now, right? When we astrologically get the Midas touch, when you hear that, when any astrologer, tarot reader, whoever you get your spiritual messages from, when they say that you have the Midas touch, you need to go overdrive. You need to work on everything that you are trying to manifest. Now, it is super funny that we're Mercury retrograde, but Spirit is telling me that these are projects that you have been trying to manifest for a while. And they're saying this is like it has endless possibilities, meaning that this project has many ways of manifesting, okay? It could also be that there's going to be different people that are going to help you with this. But you need to calm the mind, okay? Our mind tends to get in our way sometimes. Like I expressed to Diane, the butterfly, there is a lot. The ego is a very ugly person. And unfortunately, it lives inside of us. And it's always going to tell us that this is not going to happen or this is not going to work. And then you'll have other people that you tell stuff to and they'll be like, that's never going to work. You're crazy. That is not the case for you. You have the energy of the fox. Okay, what is the fox known for? The fox is very resilient, very lucky, gets away with, like, you need to, like, mysterious, and at the same time, they don't like to be tamed. Foxes, the reason why we can't domesticate a fox is because it's a wild energy. It cannot be tamed. No more overthinking. You need to set those intentions. What is this project that they're talking about? What is this that you're trying to manifest? I have to turn the light on. It got like super dark. We've been here, people, for an hour and 15 minutes. What are you trying to manifest, Jane? What is it that they're talking about? Because I know you're talking about a beloved. I don't share too much about love readings here because they tend to get a little personal. And, with the whole... So I don't really share too much. But this is they're showing me a project that you're working on. Even though sometimes they'll share our beloveds. All right. Look, I just shuffled the cards. Same card. And in the beginning, they threw them to me. So it's like they really want you to know that this is the moment that whatever you are trying to manifest. You see how when you came here, you're like, should I let them go? Like, that's the question you got. You're really hurt from a situation. Should I let you go? That situation is hindering your forward motion because you're putting all your energy in that situation. And Spirit is telling you to stop. Let them come to you if they're meant to come to you. If you want to get a reading, if you want to do a love spell, that's different. But do not allow that situation to hinder your progress. Because I am seeing that the energy right now is for you to manifest the things that you are desiring upon. Okay? And then I think that's it. After you, Jay, because I didn't see. I think Starseed left. All right. I like this. Let me tell you, I don't get a lot of readings like this. Like, they're literally showing that if you put action towards this that you're desiring, this is going to be so amazing for you. And they're showing that this energy is from 4 to 5 weeks and then 4 to 5 months. So it's almost like the energy of intention is right now 4 to 5 weeks, and then the energy of manifesting is 4 to 5 months, might even be just 4 to 3 months. So it's gonna be like fast if you get on this right now. So whatever this is, do it. All right, let's see what they want to share for the full moon, and then we will call it a night. So our next coffee chat, we will be working with the Manifesting with the Angels, my Patreons. For those of you that are part of my Patreon, this month, all of my Patreons get special readings. So if you are a Patreon, even if you are at the smallest tier, you will get a reading, because I love to take care of my Patreons because you guys support me and help me grow, and I could be very spiritually creative, so I am super duper excited. So go on over to my Patreon. My moon boxes already went out. I will be doing a video on the moon boxes. You get the Samhain ritual. You get the Lakshmi prosperity ritual. You also get I have the Make-A-Wish black cat oil. Look how cool the oil came out. Amazing. Like, super cool energy. And the Samhain oil. Along with, sometimes, like, everybody has different energies, and Spirit will be like, this person needs this and that person needs that. So everybody's moon box is fitted to their spiritual needs. Okay, Jasmine. Okay. Woo! I'll check now. Now I'll look to see if maybe how I missed your messages, because since Etsy did all these changes. All right, so this full moon energy is about trusting. We have to trust what's being shown to us. We have to trust that we're making the right moves, that we're setting the right intentions. We have to trust that divine energy is going to manifest all of these beautiful, beautiful desires for us. We have to master the ability of manifesting through our heart chakra. Spirit is saying to wear rose quartz, and I'm sad to say that I am out. They just told me to make an oil. Let me write that down. Give me 1 second. And I'm giving you guys the oils. Okay, so everybody that's been in this live, message me through my email, your address, and I'm sending you this oil this Spirit just told me to make. My email is silvermist1305@yahoo, and we will be making rose quartz oil. I have to write that. Do you see how this happens? All right, so that's how it is for me. It's like crazy. It's like out of the blue, Spirit will be like, hey, do this. Also, the Patreon is really cool. I should link it below. It will be in the thumbnail, and it should be in the videos. I put it on every video. So they have 2 different tiers. If you want the moon box, I have the moon box. If you want like weekly prosperity, I have weekly prosperity. If you want romance, I have weekly romance. And then I have a tier that you get everything, everything that I offer. And then there's just people that go over there just to support me for $2.22 or $5.55 for my coffee. But even with that, they get all my printables and all the videos. I have videos exclusive just for my Patreons. And like I said, this month, they get readings. Like they're going to get their own private video readings just for them. So every month Spirit tells me to do different things for them. Sometimes they'll get like angelic messages in the mail, snail mail, it's really nice to get spiritual messages from Spirit. So I love my Patreon because I feel like this is you guys taking care of me, supporting my work, and then I love like doing like these little things. Like right now Spirit's like, hey Daisy, you gotta make, because we're talking about this full moon energy is the beautiful energy of rose, of working with our heart chakras to manifest, with the energy. And the Spirit says to, you need some rose quartz. And I was like thinking to myself, I sold out. I literally did sell out of all the rose quartz from my shops. I don't think I have any more. And Spirit's like, you're gonna be making rose quartz oil. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I've never done that. So of course they give me, I had somebody say, hey, can I have the recipe for your oils? And I'm just like, I don't have a recipe. Spirit, so when I make my oils, they're like, add this, add that, do this, do that. And that's why they have so much vibrant energy, because it's done through Spirit. And I absolutely love to work with. I always tell you guys that. Just as I was reading D Butterfly, and we were talking about her birthday and about making a wish, and as I'm doing her reading, she got the Make-A-Wish card. Like, you cannot make up connecting with Spirit. It's absolutely incredible. And I'm just like, the way I talk to Spirit now, it's like we're old friends, It's crazy. Now it's not, I don't just do it through the cards, because even as I'm pulling out cards, they're sharing stuff with me. So this full moon is about you spreading your wings and, don't hold back, just like you guys work with me. I learn from other beautiful spiritual beings too. Like I told you, I love to listen to Pamela Georgelle because, you know, the Lucky Mermaid, because her astrology is very in tuned through the signs. She actually shares the moon cycles, but then she shares messages to your earth, water, air, and fire signs. And then she goes every month, she shares a video for your personal sign. You know, we all have our moon signs, our rising sign, and our sun sign. So, you know, listening to all that different energies. Not only that, I like to hear that. And then when I do my own spreads, you know, taking what spirit is showing me and what I already know, what I already study and research, makes it even more radical. Because Sasha Banasai expressed that Aries, this full moon is in Aries, which is a very fire energy. And if we look at what spirit is showing us about this full moon on the 20th of October, it's telling you to trust, which that's kind of like a human flaw. Humans are not very trusting creatures. We don't trust ourselves. We definitely don't trust anybody else. You know, so the universe says that when we live in grace and when we start to trust the things that are happening, we kind of like synchronize and bring in the things that we desire. Then it's telling us to master manifesting through the heart chakra and working with the energy of rose quartz. Rose quartz is great for connecting with your heart chakra. And it's also saying to spread your wings, take that leap of faith. You know, a lot of us are holding back, like for you, Jasmine. You know, you want to start your channel, do it. Don't wait. Don't wait, because this energy is the energy of manifesting. I get like that too. I cry with you guys here. I don't have to tell you how many times have I done videos, and especially with, you know, things that have been going on in the past. This year has been kind of crazy. For me, it's been super emotional. I've been extremely sensitive. So, you know, you guys see me here, and everybody thinks that I'm just kind of like a fort. I'm not. I'm a big marshmallow. So thank you guys all for watching. I will link down my Patreon and organize the video with the different like predictions. So if you guys want to come back and hear about the moons, or even, you know, whatever comes through, don't forget to email me, silvermiss1305@yahoo. I need your address. It's gonna take a while because I gotta create the oil and give it the energy. But as soon as the batch is ready, you will have a pretty little gift in your mailbox. Thank you all for watching and supporting me. I send you lots of love and blessings, and I will talk to you soon.